Bernie Sanders lost Michigan, a Rust Belt state, the Rust Belt state, hollowed out by bad trade deals like NAFTA, etc. A state that Bernie had to win if he was ever going to stand toe-to-toe with Biden. And it's not over, but Bernie is staggering, just like Tommy Hearns. He's turned his back on marvelous Marvin Hagler, a man, Joe Biden, whose brain is bloodied and is in no condition to fight. How did we get here? Who's to blame? Here's my ranking list. My top 4 entities to blame. Number 4, the corporate media. The corporate media, like politics, is full of careerist climbers, people that should be Republicans but have decided to become Democrats, and outside of a few social issues, still think like Republicans. It's the MSNBC crowd. They represent the Republican takeover of the Democratic Party. Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren is proven to be a fake progressive, copying Bernie Sanders' playbook, working closely with him until Bernie became a political inconvenience, someone standing between her and her aspirations for power. And when it was all over and she could have endorsed him, she could have helped him get the nomination, she chose to take her Republican Native American ass back to the locker room. This one hurts. Oh boy. Number 2, Bernard Sanders, Bernie Sanders himself. Bernie inspired me in 2011 when I first heard him on the Thom Hartmann program. And I thought I was the only person in the world listening to him, but there were others. And he did the same for masses of others in 2015. Leading into 2016, he had authenticity, integrity, and compassion. And he is proven not to have a knockout punch. I and others more influential than me, begged Bernie to attack Biden, but he wouldn't. Not like he needed to. My wife even asked, is Biden a decent guy? Bernie said he was. There's one thing that Bernie could have learned from Trump. Be aggressive. Fight. And if he did, he'd be sitting in the White House in 2021. But he didn't. And he won't be. Bernie, what's more important? Being a nice guy to Joe Biden or sitting in the White House? I think you know the answer to that question. Number 1, the voters. No one wants to blame the voters. But the onus is on the voters to make the right decision, and they failed severely. I was watching the YouTube channel of Cristo Alvarez, and I'm sorry if I botched that. He made a really great point about baby boomers screwing over the younger generations, screwing their children, not trying to leave a better world for their kids, instead worrying about their taxes increasing 5 to 10%, ignoring all the long-term benefits of a Sanders administration. Anyone who voted for Joe Biden or any other candidate other than Bernie Sanders is stupid. And I'm not saying they're stupid overall. They might know a lot about cars or something like that. Sorry about that toilet. But they don't understand politics, and they certainly don't understand economics. So the voters are stupid. And if I ever run for office, and I'm so angry that I might, I'd tell the voters flat out, you've dropped the ball several times. You had an amazing opportunity in both 2016 and 2020 with Bernie Sanders. And he didn't deliver the knockout blow, but it's up to you to research these things. You have the internet. You have the ability. There may be a lack of education in this country, but you've got to do some research and you've got to get yourself informed. So there's always a chance for improvement. But you've made a horrible mistake, and we're all going to suffer for it.